Two people wake up at the exact same time. One feels sharp, focused, and ready to take on the day. The other feels like they got hit by a truck. Same amount of sleep. Same alarm clock. Completely different energy. Most people think energy comes from coffee, but researchers have discovered something uncomfortable. Many people are draining their energy within the first 30 minutes of waking up without realizing it. And the worst part? Some of the habits that feel productive in the morning are actually making you exhausted. Today, we're breaking down 8 simple morning routine tweaks that can completely change how your body creates energy. And the final one might be the most overlooked energy booster in America. Imagine 2 versions of yourself. The first version wakes up and immediately grabs their phone. Notifications, emails, bad news, social media. Within minutes, their brain is reacting to other people's priorities. The second version wakes up differently. No rush, no chaos, no digital noise, just a few tiny adjustments. At the end of the year, these 2 people don't just have different mornings. They have different lives. Because energy isn't just about feeling awake. Energy determines your focus, your decisions, your mood, your income, your relationships. Every major outcome in your life passes through your energy first. Which brings us to the first tweak. Stop negotiating with your alarm. It sounds harmless. The alarm goes off. You hit snooze. 9 more minutes. Then another 9. Then another. Most people see snoozing as extra sleep. Your brain sees it differently. Each time you fall back asleep, your body starts a new sleep cycle. Then the alarm rips you out of it. Again, and again, and again. It's like repeatedly starting a movie and stopping it before the first scene ends. Instead of feeling rested, your brain becomes confused. Researchers call it sleep inertia, that foggy feeling that follows you around for hours. The strange thing? Those extra 20 minutes often make people feel worse than if they had simply gotten up. Which leads to tweak number 2. Get sunlight before screens. Most people do the opposite. They wake up, look at a glowing rectangle, and stay indoors. But for thousands of years, human beings woke up with sunlight. Your body still expects that signal. The moment natural light hits your eyes, an internal timer starts working. Hormones shift. Alertness increases. The body begins preparing for the day. Without that signal, the system stays sluggish. Think of sunlight as your body's official power-on button. Coffee can imitate energy. Sunlight helps create it. And that's where things get interesting. Because many people are sabotaging their energy immediately after this. They wake up dehydrated. During sleep, your body spends hours without water. You lose fluids through breathing, through sweat, through basic biological processes. Yet millions of people wake up and go straight to coffee. Even mild dehydration can affect concentration, mood, and energy. A simple glass of water sounds almost too basic, which is why people underestimate it. But basic things often produce the biggest results. Now here's where most morning advice gets it wrong. People assume breakfast is the answer. Not exactly. The real question isn't whether you eat breakfast. It's what happens to your blood sugar afterward. Picture this. You wake up hungry. You grab a giant sugary pastry, maybe a sweet coffee drink. For a while, you feel amazing. Energy spikes. Mood improves. Everything feels great. Then comes the crash. Suddenly you're tired again. Hungry again. Distracted again. The roller coaster begins before 9 a.m. Your body isn't broken. It's responding exactly as designed. Stable energy usually comes from stable fuel. Protein, fiber, whole foods. Things that release energy gradually instead of all at once. The people who seem naturally energetic often aren't lucky. They're simply avoiding the crash most people create. But there is another hidden energy thief. And almost nobody talks about it. Decision overload. Think about how many choices some people make before leaving the house. What should I wear? What should I eat? Should I answer that email? Should I work out? Should I start this task? Should I check the news? Every decision costs mental energy. Tiny amounts. But they add up. That's why some of the world's highest performers simplify mornings. Not because they're obsessed with routines. Because they understand conservation. The fewer unnecessary decisions you make, the more energy remains for important ones. A surprising number of people are exhausted before their workday even begins. Not physically, mentally, because their brain has already been running a marathon. And that brings us to tweak number 6. Move before you sit. Modern mornings often look like this. Wake up, sit at breakfast, sit in the car, sit at a desk, Hours pass before the body truly wakes up. But movement changes chemistry. A short walk, a few stretches, a brief workout, nothing extreme. The goal isn't burning calories. The goal is sending a signal. We're awake now. Blood flow increases. Oxygen delivery improves. Alertness rises. It's one of the fastest ways to change how you feel. And yet many people skip it because they're waiting for motivation. Ironically, movement often creates the motivation they're waiting for. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes in modern productivity culture. People try to start their day at maximum speed. The moment they wake up, they're sprinting. Emails, meetings, messages, tasks, more tasks. It feels productive until the burnout arrives. Elite athletes don't start competitions at full intensity. They warm up. Your brain works the same way. Instead of attacking the hardest thing immediately, spend a few minutes creating direction. Review priorities. Identify the most important task. Know where your attention is going before the day starts stealing it. Because attention is energy. And wherever attention goes, energy follows. Which leads to the final tweak. The most overlooked one. Protect your first 30 minutes. Most people think energy comes from food, sleep, or caffeine. Those matter. But there's another source. Mental state. Imagine starting every day with stress. Arguments online. Negative headlines. Work emergencies. Your nervous system stays on high alert. Hour after hour. Day after day. Energy leaks out. Now imagine protecting those first 30 minutes. No doom scrolling. No endless notifications. No digital chaos. Just enough space to think. To breathe. To wake up on your own terms. The difference seems small. But small actions repeated every morning become powerful over time. This is what many people misunderstand about energy. It's rarely one giant problem. It's dozens of tiny leaks. A snooze button here. A dehydration problem there. A sugar crash. A screen addiction. A chaotic morning. Individually, they seem harmless. Together, they quietly drain your entire day. The most energetic people aren't necessarily stronger, smarter, or genetically gifted. They've simply learned how to stop the leaks. And that's the real secret. Energy isn't something you magically find. It's something you protect. Because every great day starts the same way. Not with more motivation. Not with another coffee. Not with some expensive life hack. But with a handful of small decisions made before the world gets access to you. And once those decisions become habits, something remarkable happens. You stop needing to fight for energy.